lines in 3, 2, 1, rebuild.
We're off for match number 60, 868. Bumping 461 aside to get easy access to the fuel in the neutral zone. Going back, lining up to shoot and score with their partners, Team Roboto and Conductors over on red. WBI coming back for even more fuel in the Red Alliance zone. Blue coming in with a lead of 14 points to Teleop. 868 trying to make the most of their transition period along with Team Roboto, adding a few more fuel in before we begin our second shift in earnest. Blue Alliance is now in the mode of trying to corral as many fuel as they can into the Blue Alliance zone to prepare for their next shift. 868 tussling with 461 over fuel over by the Red Alliance's depot. 461 able to get around their opponents and score with a few seconds remaining into the Red Alliance hub. 1:40 on the clock. Team Roboto adding a few fuel into their hub and fending off Cyber Blue, who's crossed over the bump into the blue zone in order to snatch some fuel from blue. They're now in the neutral zone, getting ready for the Red Alliance's next shift, making sure that they're lined up and ready to launch as soon as we enter our fourth shift of the match. All three Red Alliance robots adding fuel into the hub, which is going to help the Red Alliance maintain their lead. 1:10 on the clock. Red is up 192 to 153. Each alliance still striving for that energized bonus ranking point. All three Red Alliance's robots lighting up their fuel, but now it's the Blue Alliance's turn to try and add fuel to the hub in order to get more points. 868 trying to fend off 829, the Digital Goats, who crossed over into the blue zone to snatch some fuel. Cyber Blue also playing a little bit of defense while trying to deprive the Blue Alliance from easy access to fuel. Team Roboto and 868 Tech Hounds both scoring, but they're not able to match the volume of what the Red Alliance is able to score. Red Alliance has 3 robots with pretty large hoppers, so each of their cycles, they're able to score a little bit more than their opponents. We've got 10 seconds remaining. All of the robots on the field focusing on scoring with a few seconds left in play. 2, 1... They got 385 points to Blue's 285. Right at the last second there, they earned the supercharged bonus ranking point in addition to being energized and getting 3 for winning. That's going to move up all 3 of those Red Alliance robots in the rankings. Most notably, 461.